Much more than golf on the radio, Pure Golf is a never-ending conversation about the game of golf and all its glory. It was created by the obsessed for the obsessed. The guy who needs an alarm clock and a pot of coffee to get out of bed Monday through Friday, but on Saturday morning springs to life at the crack of dawn to make an early tee time. The woman who keeps her clubs in her car at all times just in case. The guy who plays through rain, wind, and freezing temperatures, and when Mother Nature says the course is closed, still putts across the living room floor into a drinking glass. The guy who weeds his yard with a pitching wedge. These are the men and women who form the growing legion of golf purists. They have an insatiable appetite for golf, and Pure Golf is here to feed them. Pure Golf. Golf for the purist. Welcome back to a special edition of Tour Live Scoreboard, live from Augusta. Phil Mickelson wins the Masters, and this 34-year-old in the prime of his career now has his first major victory. We go live to Augusta National Chairman Hootie Johnson, who is about to speak.
Phil, I don't know anything that could make us happier than you winning your first major here at Augusta National.
The only caddy Phil has ever had on the PGA Tour, Bones, has tears in his eyes, and I'm sure he's not alone.
Okay, Mike.
Last year's champion, another left-hander, Canadian Mike Weir, is presenting Phil with his green jacket, a 46 long. Phil is about to speak.
I second that feeling. I don't know what to say. I can't believe that this is happening. This has been an amazing day, and this is fulfillment of dreams, and I'm just proud to be the champion here. It was an exceptional or an unbelievable back nine. It's something that I'll relive in my mind forever and ever. And I'd like to say something really quick too. My grandfather collects all the flags of tournaments that I've won in the past, and he would kid me and say that he didn't want any more tour wins. He just wants the major. And unfortunately, he passed away in January at 97 years old. And he said to me before he passed away, he said to me that this is my year. And as I looked at the putt on the 18th, and I had a good look from Chris DeMarcos, and as his ball just finished off the left edge, my ball was on the very similar line, and it caught the left edge and went in. And I can't help but think that he may have had something to do with it. I would normally keep a speech pretty short, except that I don't get this opportunity very often. So I am a very lucky individual to be able to play this great game for a living. It's something that most everybody does for vacation, and I get to do it for a living. It's an amazing and lucky experience. But I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world to have had to have a life partner that I do, and my wife Amy, and to have 3 healthy kids. And we all should feel lucky if we have that. And my final thing that I would like to say to the members of Augusta National, please get used to me, because I'm going to be back every year.
Phil Mickelson, the California kid who grew up with a putting green in his backyard, has put his name in golf's record books forever. A masterful performance by this year's Masters champion.
I would love it. I mean, right now you've got TV outlets, you got radio outlets, internet outlets, and it's the next thing. I mean, it's growing. I hear guys talking about it out here all the time. They love listening to it, and I don't see why golf wouldn't fit in just great. I see fans not only here at this tournament this week, but I see the same people at other tournaments around the country that have no other business being there except for they love golf. They love watching us play. And I think those people would tune in. And it's just great to have a loyal fan base like that would pick up any kind of information they can from any source. The PGA Tour fan base is probably one of the most loyal fan bases there is in sports.
It's Tuesday of tournament week, and Chris DeMarco has spent the afternoon on the range under the watchful eye of Rob Erickson. Michael Smith caught up with Chris at the end of his practice session.
What are you working on?
I just had a few flaws in my swing, definitely, where I got the club a little across the line at the top, and by doing that, it would make me flip a little bit, and if my timing wasn't perfect, I'd hit this little pull draw, and it was just really annoying. I've been doing it for a long time. So I just wanted to get rid of it, and once me and Rob kind of found the happy median in there where I was understanding what he was talking about, and I was getting the feel down, it really started clicking. In his last probably hour and a half of hitting balls, I hit a lot of good shots.
I noticed when you were talking with your coach, it didn't look like the typical student-coach exchange. Can you explain what was going on?
I mean, I think what was happening is that, again, being the first time working together, I think he was trying to read me a little bit, and I think I was trying to read him a little bit. And, once he found out that I was a field player, he knew that he could just tell me that just get the club in this position, and I would get it. He didn't have to tell me to do this, to this, to this. He just said, just, point your club here, and I started doing that, and I really started getting this little feeling, and it really helped. And it's, I hit balls for a while. It's starting to, shoulders a little sore, not used to that, and but it felt really good. I hit a lot of solid shots.
You spent more than 4 hours hitting balls. How do you feel?
4 hours later, good progress. I mean, the good news is I got all day tomorrow to work on it. I get to play tomorrow, which is key. Obviously, playing is a lot more. I've always been a big component of playing golf instead of working on something. But if you're working on something, you obviously need to hit balls. So I'm going to look forward to bringing this out to the course and hopefully hitting some good shots.
A member of last year's President's Cup team, Chris DeMarco has always been known as a great putter. In fact, he's finished in the top 5 in putting stats for the past 5 years. Now, if he can improve his accuracy with his irons, he will contend on any course on any given week.